So how easy is it to get ex-rugby players to turn out for a football tournament?
It's definitely easier than getting them to turn out to a veterans rugby tournament, I'll tell you that. They know that there's not going to be contact involved, so it's a joyous day out for them, and I think every rugby player thinks they have footballing ability somewhere within them. So yeah, what we try and do is stick mainly to backs. We'll throw a few forwards in there for comedy value and laugh at, James Forrester or someone like that, who's used to be called the Birdman because he's got the skinniest legs that's ever been made, so he'll probably fall over those a bit of time, but hopefully his knee will stand up. He struggled when he was playing rugby, so it's been quite easy. Obviously, having played for Bath and Gloucester as well, that makes it a little bit easier to get boys from those two clubs, and then obviously with Naz, like Luke Narroway being at Worcester, Nick Baxter being at Worcester, we can pull those up. We're working on the Bristol aspect at the moment. That's the one we've got to try and pull people from somewhere.
How surprised do you think the fans will be when they watch these guys playing a competitive five-a-side football match?
No, I think it'll still be competitive. Obviously, I'm not entirely sure what the standard of skill level will be, but I think it'll be entertaining anyway. There'll be a lot of banter there. Can you imagine there being a lot of slide tackling and hacking and hooking and probably a lot of illegal play? The referee will probably have to be quite loose with his. It's going to be like an 80s football game. There'll be studs down the shins, calves, 2-foot tackles into the ankles, the usual. We've got to get a little bit out of it.
Beautiful. Any of the guys you've got coming you would think might be a bit of a dark horse, actually?
Well, again, like if Nicky Robinson comes, fly halves are always quite handy with their kicking. They're always either failed footballers or wannabe footballers, aren't they? You look at Sips, and then even if someone like Danny Kerr always thought he could be a footballer, but then decided he actually was. He was a rugby player. So I think anyone in the backs. Backs normally we used to always play like footy as a warm up before team run on a Friday, so there's always people in there who fancy themselves, but we'll see.
Once we get,
I'm definitely out of the sort of John Smith's Abbott sort of advert. Just stick your foot through it.
Good.
Solid 1980s centre back. No messing around with it at the back. Just send it forward.
And out of the people you've got coming, who do you think is going to be great to have on the dressing room, but maybe a bit more useless on the pitch?
We'll try and drag Bolsh along. Bolsh is always quite good in the changing rooms. Actually, he could be handy, but since retiring, he's no longer the slender man that he once was. Okay. So I don't think exercise is high on his key, even though he is cycling across the Alps this year, so he needs to get a little bit in shape. So it could start him off. This could be his kickstart. So but he's always good value in the changing rooms. Luke Narroway is always good value in the changing rooms, but Naz definitely will fancy himself as a footballer.
All right.
Definitely.
Anyone that you got lined up you think may forget it's actually on?
Well, Nicky Robinson, that could fall into that category for sure. As a Welshie, I did a lunch with him yesterday, and he was late, and he told me not to be late, and he was like 15-20 minutes late. So, he could definitely forget about it.
And who'll be the first in the bar afterwards?
First in the bar, I think that's just a genuine race.
That'll be the fastest play we see.
That'll be the fastest you see the boys move. I think everyone who's coming is good fun and enjoys that aspect of catching up with people afterwards and having a beer. So, but that's the type of people you want at an event like this. It's you want people to mingle and as well as all the awareness we're raising around sport and Parkinson's. It's also for people to get to meet us and have a chit chat and just share some old stories, war stories, whatever stories.